Felicity from Get Your Rock Out here with Joachim from Graveyard. How are you doing today?
I'm real good. Yeah.
I'm very glad to hear it. And you're over in London for a press day at the moment. How are you finding London? Is it somewhere that you like spending time?
Yeah, it's been really good. I arrived yesterday, so I just hang out yesterday, and so this time is a proper day.
Oh, brilliant. And you guys, for people that haven't really heard much about you, why don't you tell them just a bit about yourselves as a band?
Yeah, we are like a four-piece hard rock kind of bluesy band. Started out in 2006, and we are about to release our third album called Lights Out.
Fantastic. I mean, Lights Out is due out on the 26th of October here in Europe, and so we've really not got long now. Are you pleased with kind of initial press reviews of the album so far? Are you happy with them?
Yeah, absolutely. It seems like people are. I think it feels like people like it. So I think it's going to be really good.
Brilliant. And how does it compare to your first two albums? Is it exactly the same style, or have you gone in a slightly different direction?
I can say it's kind of the same, I guess, but I think production-wise, it's a little bit more dark and gloomier, I guess. A little bit more adult-oriented, maybe. I could say. A little bit more mature.
Oh, brilliant. When it comes to the actual writing of it, is there one of you that tends to do most of the writing, or do the four of you work together a lot on lyrics and music?
Yeah, we usually try to work. I think everybody contributes to the music, but this album mostly the drummer Axel has written most of the lyrics, and also like the guitarist and the bassist. I think they have like written two each. I think.
Oh, and do you think that it's an album that will hugely please fans of the band already? Do you think it will really attract new fans, or do you think it'll do a bit of both?
Hopefully all fans still like it. Right? I think like all kinds of. It's not only for like rock oriented like listeners. I guess I think it tends to like on shows. I think we see that they have like a very very kind of audience. I think all from like the youngest guy in the front to the old guy in the back. So I think all kinds of people like it.
Wonderful. You guys, you brought out a video for Goliath last month, and that's had some absolutely brilliant reviews. Did you enjoy making it?
I think it's pretty fun, even though it's not why we are doing it to make movies, I guess. But it's pretty fun. I think the video was kind of cool. I think it's I like the feeling on the video is kind of weird though. It's but I think. Yeah, it's fun.
And who kind of came up with the whole concept for the video?
It's mainly, I think it's mainly the directors. Even though we got like some inputs, some ideas for the some parts are ours, but mostly I think it's the directors.
You guys have just finished shooting a video for Endless Night as well, which isn't out yet. What can you tell us about that? Can you give us any clues as to what it's going to look like?
I think it's more going to focus on me singing. It's got not bigger like a storyline to it, but I think we'll use some of the old rock cliches. So it's like me driving a car mostly during like a night out, I guess.
What brought about the decision to have you on vocals for this video and focus on that?
Yeah, I think it was because of the video for Goliath. We didn't really play anything in it, so I think that's why we focus on the singing. So.
Brilliant. And it's also, you also said it's got a touch of Alfred Hitchcock to it.
Yeah.
So what can you tell us about that?
I think it has to do with we use like the back projections in the back of the window, so it feels like you're not. It looks like you're driving, but you're not. It's only like the road behind you. It's the old 60s movies kind of way, when people are driving in cars and.
Brilliant. No, well, that'll be really, really good fun to see.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be good. Cool.
No, well, I mean, I know we can't wait to see it.
I haven't
You
watched the
played
final
around.
results yet.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I haven't watched the final results yet either.
Oh,
So
really?
I'm pretty anxious to see how
So
it
when
looks
do you
like.
get to see it?
Yeah. I think when I maybe next week sometime.
Not too long to wait then.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And you played around the US earlier this year. How did you find that tour went for you? Is it somewhere that you really enjoy playing?
Yeah, it was really actually. I think most of the shows was it was our first kind of headlining tour, so it was really fun to see the showing up and stuff like that. I think it was a really cool show, like a really successful tour.
Wonderful. What do you think the main difference is between European audiences and American audiences? What did you notice?
I wouldn't say that I can't really see like there's a big difference between like shows in different between audiences in different countries.
Oh.
I think it's more from city to city actually. One city can be really good and I guess it's which I don't know, also like if you play a weekday or a weekend show. So I can't really like see any main difference in experience.
Wow. So what did you find the best city that you played in was?
I think I think the New York show was really cool. It was our first show, and also Austin is really always really cool to play in because people really like music over there. So.
Wow. And do you have a favourite country at all? Do you find that your hometown shows are still the best that you do?
No, I wouldn't say that. It doesn't really matter what country you're playing. Actually, it always seems like it's good. I think most part of the shows are usually pretty good in every country we've been to so far. So
wow.
I don't really have a favorite country.
Okay. And what do you think, as a band, are the most important aspect of any live performances?
We always try to have really try to put as much energy into the show as possible. We don't really something wrong with a lot of light and stuff like that. So I think it's kind of more like straightforward. And that's all about the energy, I guess, and it's what I like to watch too. I think.
Yeah, brilliant. You've got a European tour coming up later this year.
Yeah.
We're really looking forward to having you back in the UK. What can you tell us about that? I mean, are you looking forward to it?
Absolutely, yeah. We're playing 4 shows here in the UK, so I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be really fun to play the new songs from the album too. So I'm really anxious about that.
And so, what's the set list looking like? I mean, how many new album songs have you got in there?
We haven't really decided yet, but I think it's most part from the new album, of course. But we're still gonna play a couple of older songs too. Maybe six new songs, maybe.
Oh wow, brilliant! So a good proportion.
Yeah, I think maybe a little bit over.
Have you played any of the new songs live yet?
No, actually, we haven't. So it's gonna be really, really, anxious doing that because But it seems like it's going to be really cool because we only have kind of rehearsed them and it starts to sound really good. So I think it's going to be great.
And have you got a favourite song off the new album that you just think everybody that's buying the new album, that'll be the song that they'd love more than anything?
I really like the Susie Law and the Uniforms, even though I think it's kind of the hardest songs to play on the whole album. But still sounding pretty good, and also I really like Hard Times Loving because I really like playing the software songs live too. So.
Brilliant. Well, I mean, as I said, we're hugely looking forward to having you back in the UK. It'd be good to see you. You're also bringing out the new album on vinyl as well.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it's not exactly the most common form to bring music out in nowadays. But do you think that there's still quite a big place for vinyl in today's music?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm a vinyl fan myself too. I don't own a CD player, so for me it's really important to release it on vinyl. I think our audience may be more into vinyl than other genres. I don't know, but it's selling a lot of vinyl. So.
And do you think it's easier or harder for bands nowadays to kind of break through than it was in the days before all this online stuff?
I think it can be. I don't know. It's a lot of music out there, and on the internet you kind of maybe disappears in the maybe. I don't really know actually, because I don't mind. I don't use the internet myself for listening that much to music, but
oh really?
I can see how it can help like a band get through on stick. I don't know.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for taking the time out to talk to us today. Just to finish up, what else can we expect from you guys over the next 6 to 12 months?
It's mostly touring. We're going to tour the Lights Out album as long as we can. I think we're going to tour for like 1 or 2 years maybe before we consider the new album. Yeah.
Wow, brilliant. And so there should be plenty of chances to catch you live.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. They're coming back, not only this time. I think we're coming back to UK more than once on this album.
Oh, brilliant. In that case, there is no excuse for people not to see you at all.
Absolutely not.
Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for taking the time out to talk to us today.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll look forward to seeing you very soon.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
See you soon then.
Thanks so much.